You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Now on the Mo Kelly Show, it's Tiffany Hobbs, the viral load. She'll speak of all the viral things social media can bring. Facebook, Insta, X, TikTok, the viral load with Tiffany Hobbs. Viral load, viral load, the viral load. Viral load with Tiffany Hobbs.
KFI AM 640, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. It's Later with Mo Kelly. I'm Tiffany Hobbs, and this is tonight's Viral Load. If you're looking for a friend, there's a new app, a new device that could possibly fit into your life as a companion. It's not a furry friend. It's not a digi pet. Those were popular in the 90s. No, this one is actually a pendant, a necklace that you wear around your neck. You might have seen these advertisements on the sides of buses. You might have seen them inside of subway cars, subway trains. You might have seen them on large scale billboards. It's called friend.com. And the billboard itself, the advertisement, is very nondescript. There's just this little kind of glowing pendant, and it says friend.com. That's it. It's meant to draw your attention. And it has drawn the attention of many people. And that's why we're talking about it in tonight's Viral Load, because as a counter to what people perceive as a dystopian entrance into companionship, people are, what are they doing? They are spray painting. They are graffitiing over these ads in an effort to try and get people to not necessarily buy into this digital friend. It was started by Avi Schiffman, who is a tech founder, a tech bro, who rose to fame during the COVID-19 pandemic as he created a very popular case tracking website. He took the funding that he was able to generate from that website and also raised an additional $2.5 million to create this AI-powered pendant, which again offers or claims to offer you companionship by listening to your conversations and sending you messages. The pitch is very simple. Loneliness is a public health crisis, and friend.com has a product to fix it. Just clip this $129 pendant to your shirt. Let it listen to how you interact throughout the day or night. Be careful. And it will then send you encouraging messages tailored to your personal algorithm. It's always on. It's an AI-powered friend. But now, we're seeing images go viral all over social media of people spray painting, vandalizing things with slogans like, quote, get real friends and, quote, stop profiting off of loneliness. But Avi Schiffman, the creator, seems to believe that all press is good press, and they push forward with this concept. It's not yet available, but it will be soon. What do you think, Mo?
Look, it's not for me. And there's something swarmy about it, but I think it's a brilliant idea from a marketing standpoint where there's not a lot of overhead. You create the pendant, which obviously is more than 100% markup at $129.
Right.
And it's providing AI. So that's technology that you're not really paying for after a certain point, and it's just going to bring in mostly revenue. The upfront cost is probably in the R&D, the research and the development. But after it gets going, it's probably a cash cow waiting to happen.
It is. And that's what they're banking on. That loneliness will translate to a cash cow, being a cash cow. Speaking of loneliness, if you're lonely and you are a person who suffers from depression or any sort of withdrawal from society, then one of the side effects that you might be familiar with is apparently a lack of regular hygiene. People who experience depression say that it's hard for them to get up and do their everyday tasks, including practicing their hygiene. Well, now on TikTok, there's a new trend. There's a challenge.
Oh, hell.
And that challenge is supposed to shed light on depression and what people go through. And instead of raising money, instead of dumping a bucket of ice water over your head or planking, people are entering into this challenge. It's called the 28 Days Without a Shower challenge.
What?
28 days without a shower.
What, like the month of February?
Yes.
Without taking a shower? And I assume that includes not taking a bath.
That includes any kind of bathing that would then wash you in your entirety. There are people who are saying there are other ways you can do the wet wipe thing.
You can do the hot spots?
You can do the hot spots, but you are not to submerge yourself or stand under anything that could potentially
I'd rather make a donation. No, I'll talk about it on my radio show, but damn it, I want to take a shower and I'm going to wash my ass.
28 days. And people, again, are saying that this is to call attention to what happens when people are experiencing mental health issues.
I got to ask a quick question.
Sure.
Mark, what's the longest you've ever gone without taking a shower, willingly or unwillingly?
I don't have to answer that question, but I wonder, who's the challenge for here? Is the challenge for people who have to be around you?
Because there's really no upside for people who are not involved in the challenge.
No.
If I were like under house arrest and I had to stay in my house by myself, I could probably manage 3 or 4 days.
I mean, we went through the COVID-19 pandemic where we all were at home for the most part.
I showered every single day during the pandemic. Every single day.
Exactly. And I know, again, it's related to a mental health issue. So we're not at all putting down people who experience these sorts of effects of mental health turmoil. But to try and raise awareness by then mimicking more or less what people go through.
You can talk about it. You ain't got to do it.
You don't have to raise money.
Look, I don't need to avoid a shower for a month to do what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Use our platforms which are available to discuss it, raise awareness.
Exactly.
Oh, oof.
But we don't have to go to those extremes.
Now, to be fair, and I'm being serious now, there are members of my family who are veterans.
Mm-hmm.
And like my brother-in-law, he's retired now, working police department, but he's Special Forces Ranger. He's used to being in the bush, as they say, weeks at a time.
Yeah.
And so showering obviously became less and less important.
Sure.
And a lot of people who are veterans who have seen actual combat, they will come back, reintegrate into society, and showering is not the biggest priority. Mm-hmm. That is something completely different.
It is.
But for the rest of us civilians, damn it, take a shower.
Take a shower. On the other side, we're going to talk about a couple, a woman in a couple who's doing something different to raise money in her own relationship with her spouse.
What?
And then lastly, aging happens. But apparently if you are in this industry, you're not supposed to age because people are talking about it. All of that and more.
Oh, that was a great tease. It's Later with Mo Kelly. Viral Load Part 2 coming up in just a moment.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Now it's time for the Viral Load with Tiffany. Live on KFI is Later with Mo Kelly. She'll talk about the topics on social media. The Viral Load with Tiffany Hobbs.
KFI AM 640, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. It's Later with Mo Kelly. I'm Tiffany Hobbs, and this is part 2, the conclusion of tonight's Viral Load. Mo, you're married.
Yes, I am.
When I have these sorts of stories, I often throw it to you because you have longevity in the game. You've been married for a while.
Almost 10 years now.
And that's plenty of time to devise a chore system in your household. Okay. Do you have one of those?
I wouldn't say chore, but there are some expectations. It's like if the dish is in the sink, just go ahead and clean them off and put them in the dishwasher. I will be the one who'll pull out the trash cans and take the trash cans in. Like, for example, I pull them out on Wednesday. They pick them up. The trash is picked up on Thursday, and I'll pull them in when I get home from work on a Thursday night. But I wouldn't say chores. There are days where I have time. I'll pick up the dog poo in the backyard. But that's about it.
So you get it done is what you're
Absolutely,
saying.
because it needs to be done.
It needs to be done. Can you imagine if your wife decided to charge you a fee for every chore that remained undone according to her standards? Can you imagine? What might that cause in your relationship?
More than friction, because I don't know if you know this, I have a little bit of a mouth on me.
Tiny.
So
Tiny
I suspect that if she were to broach that, like there's a profanity jar or a chore jar, if you don't take out the trash or clean the dishes, to your point, I'm going to charge you $25 like a ticket or something, we probably would have a misunderstanding.
Well, there's a Georgia woman who's going viral because she has decided within her marriage that to keep chores balanced in their household, she would invoice her husband every month for the accumulation of chores that he has forgotten to do. Her name is Jess Wright. She's 32. Her husband's name is DJ. And Jess, the wife, tracks husband DJ's missed tasks on a spreadsheet. She's going old school. And she charges, get this, $5 per small slip up. And a small slip up could be leaving the toothpaste out, and $50 for larger slip ups, like forgetting to bring the car seats in. They have infant children. At first, the husband DJ says he was surprised, but now he says that it keeps the peace in their relationship. He went on to say, she's not yelling. I just pay it, and that's it.
I will say this. If it works in your marriage, so be it. And let me just give another example. There are some people who say, like, the man has to provide all this and be the sole provider. They should not split bills. And I say, whatever works for your household. If that works for their household, that's fine. It damn sure would not work in mine.
And again, it's going viral. So people are, of course, weighing in like we are now. And it may very well spur others into action. I wonder how many wives or even husbands or spouses of any kind might implore such a strategy to, quote unquote, keep the chores balanced. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I hope you know who you're marrying.
Yeah.
And I would be inclined to believe that if this wife is proposing this or mandating this, there are probably other similar types of expectations. I don't want to say with intimacy. I'm just saying, however that house is run, she probably is the dominating personality in the marriage.
She sounds very fun at parties. She's like, probably.
Yeah, she'd probably get on my freaking nerves.
Last story, something that got on my nerves personally, is this attention being paid to athletes. I said in industry, so now we're talking sports. Athletes who are aging. Aging happens. It happens to everyone. And if you're in the public eye, even as a sports figure, that aging is going to be chronicled throughout your time, throughout your career. And in this case, those who are being targeted are basketball players LeBron James and Stephen Curry. They're going viral because their hair has turned noticeably gray.
Yeah, LeBron, he colors his beard. You know what? I think it's a combination of we see athletes more than ever. We see them on their social media. We see them in their personal projects. You know, LeBron has a television production company. He's in all sorts of things. He has a school. We see them more than just on the court. And there's also, since players are playing longer, LeBron is in his 23rd season. That will always be a part of the conversation. His age, aging, and how he looks on the court physically and also athletically. And one other thing, sports media, they always have to have something to talk about.
They do.
So as players get older and their skills maybe decline or precipitously decline, they're going to talk about that and also the look. And let's be honest, they've always made fun of LeBron and his hairline and what he does to hide his male pattern baldness. That's just, I'm sorry, that just comes with the territory because we're so TV look focus. Back in the day, you would have an NBA game like one a week. You maybe get your local games, and you have like the national game on Saturday, but you didn't get to see every NBA game of every team like they have the NBA League Pass. It's just different now, and with social media, everyone has something to say about everything.
Yeah, and LeBron is 40. 40-year-old's gray.
Imagine that.
Stephen Curry is 37, soon to be 38. That is not young. It's youngish in comparison, but it's not young. And so all of this is a hullabaloo. People are making a lot of it out. How am I trying to say? A lot of it when they shouldn't be. It's a natural progression, but it's viral, and that's why we're talking about it. And it's tripping me up apparently. And that's tonight's Viral Load. I'll see you here on Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. for Saturdays with Tiffany.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
This is Halloween, everybody make it.
It's Later with Mo Kelly. Caller number 9. Disney 4-pack is yours. We're just going to get straight to it. Caller number 9. Caller number 9. Number 9. You and 3 friends or family members. It could be you, a baby mama, your 2 kids, you, your wife, your mistress, and I don't know, her side dude. Family 4-pack, whatever your family might be, going to Disneyland or Disney California Adventure. Caller number 9. The family 4-pack is yours. The phones have exploded, partly because they were probably watching on YouTube and got the information in advance. Yes, I gave them the advance hookup so they know what was coming. If you're calling in right now and the phone lines are busy, that's probably because you weren't watching the show on YouTube. Tiffany, didn't I give them all the information?
All of the information.
I told them when I was going to give it away. I told them what caller was going to be. See, that's what you get for not watching. Caller number 9. And I can see Twala right now just slowly hanging up on people. Caller number 1, click. Caller number 2, click. Caller number 3, I don't like you. Click. Caller number 4, you won last week. Click. He's vicious with it.
And fast.
Oh, yeah. It's sometimes I think it's personal with Twala. I think he gets enjoyment hanging up on people, letting them know that they didn't win. Because they hear Twala say, KFI. And they say, did I win? No. Click.
It's kind of a status.
I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's just, maybe his kids made him mad or something. He just takes it out on the callers.
Or he's very efficient. If we look at it the positive way. He's efficient.
800-520-1534. Caller number 9. DK Fuel on the Momigos chat says he was number 6. Caller number 6, Tommy Godlove from the Momigos chat said he was number 3. So I'm just saying, the people who were in the Momigos chat legitimately had a chance to win. They were in there. They got through. That's why you should have been. People don't listen. They don't take the advice. I'm giving them free advice. I gave them a backdoor way in. It's coming down to it, and I can see Twala's like on number 8 right now, if I'm not mistaken. He's methodically moving through it. Oh, he's on number 9 right now? Has he found someone? Okay. Well, I know Twala has talked to someone, and here's the spiel. He will say, have you won anything in the last 30 days? And some people will try to lie. And they don't know there are ways that we can ascertain whether you won or called recently, or you called maybe last week for Name That Movie Cult Classics. And they'll try to change their voice or something. Or they want to give a different name. It's like, nah, dog, we know who you are. We know who you are. Stop lying. And so even though he may be on caller number 9, I say, hey, he may have to let that person go because they may not be eligible. So I think, hey, Tony, does he have a winner at this point? He's working it out. No, tell us on the mic. You just shaking your head doesn't work for radio.
Oh, yeah, he's taking their information right now.
Okay, so we have a winner tentatively.
Yes.
The family 4-pack.
Mm-hmm.
Do they sound excited? Can you ear hustle? Do you hear anything? Uh-oh.
They're very excited.
Okay.
Do you want to come through?
Yeah, why not?
Right.
Yeah, let's put them through. Who am I talking to other than just call him Winner? Is it Mr. Winner or Ms. Winner?
Melanie Matson.
Melanie.
Yes.
Melanie.
Hi.
Aren't you? Wait a minute. Weren't you in the Momigos chat?
Yes.
See? Yes.
Yay.
Yes. I am so happy. Wait a minute. And didn't you specifically ask when we were giving away tickets? Didn't you ask something about the contest?
Yes.
What did you ask? I don't remember your question, but I remember I responded to you.
When was it? I think that was a long time ago in the chat.
Yeah, but you were asking when were we going to give the tickets away or something like that, and I responded to you. And it's so nice to know that someone who was watching the show on YouTube, following instructions, and you know when to call. And I told you about when to call. I told you what number caller we were going to be asking for. Everything was above board. We weren't hiding anything. All you had to do was log on to the chat. And you did. And here you are, a winner. And I could not be more happy for you. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
Do you know who you're going to take?
Oh, yes, my son.
Okay, that's one person. You got two more people you can take.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Oh, it's a family 4-pack. It's a 4-pack.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
Oh, I'll have to think about that. I don't want to say that on the air.
Lock yourself in. Okay.
Yes.
All right, let me ask you this. Does your son have a significant other that he may want to bring?
No. No, he's not. He's mentally challenged, you might say. They used to call it something that you can't say anymore. It started with an R.
Okay, I'll just say, let's just say he's
with me, and we haven't been for a long time because I haven't been able to afford it. So this is, oh my God, he's going to be so excited. Oh
that's
my
good.
gosh.
That's all I want.
Is it on a special day or what?
No. It's a family 4-pack that'll be given to you, and we'll have someone contact you with the parameters as far as when you can go, but you're not locked into one day.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, you can't. It's made me so happy.
That's all we want. That's all we want.
Thank you so much, Mo and Twala.
You're very welcome. Don't thank Twala. It's all me. Don't thank Twala.
Okay, thank you, Mo.
I'm giving Twala a hard time. There's actually everything to do with Twala because he's the one who's choosing the phone line. So, Melanie, I'm going to put you back on hold because I know Twala needs to get more information from you.
Okay, thank you.
And once you go, I want you to hit us back because you know how to reach us in the Momigos chat, and we would love to hear about your experience.
See what it pays off to get in the Momigo chat.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I wish people would just listen to me and take my word for it. We're giving away free stuff. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll talk soon.
Okay.
It's Later with Mo Kelly. We'll check in with George Norrie when we come back and find out what's going on with Coast to Coast AM. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI Later with Mo Kelly, live on YouTube and the iHeartRadio app. Coming up in just moments will be Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie, and he joins me now. Good evening, George. What's coming up on the show?
Got a great program tonight, Mr. Kelly. We're going to talk about Darwin and intelligent design, and then later on, ET disclosure. When will it happen?
Hello. You and me both been asking that question for years. I hope it's within my lifetime. We've had some level of disclosure, but definitely not full disclosure.
You got that right, but we'll talk about that tonight on Coast to Coast and KFI.
I cannot wait. Thank you, sir. Talk soon.
Buddy.
I mean this with complete seriousness. I'm one of those, when I talk about UFOs and intelligent life beyond Earth, I'm not talking about in a conspiratorial way. I've said this before, but it bears mentioning again. I talk about the mathematical certainty of it not just being us. If you think about the billions of stars in just our galaxy, and that's not counting the exoplanets, combined with the trillions of galaxies in the known observable universe, mathematically it would be impossible, whether you believe in God or not, whether you believe in just luck, that we came out of this primordial ooze and it's just here on this one rock, which happens to be in what they call the habitable zone, the inhabitable zone. The math does not even support that. So when I say, yes, I believe that there is intelligent life, other than on this rock, and I'm not so sure there's even intelligent life on this rock, given what I've been seeing on this planet for the better part of my adult life. I just talk about the math, and I think I've talked about this with you, Mark, the Fermi paradox, where we as humans and being able to look beyond the Earth, we've only had the real technology. I'm not talking about Copernicus and Galileo with a telescope. I'm talking about being able to really look into the cosmos and see on a granular level different planets and solar systems. We've only been able to do that for the maybe past 40, 50 years.
Well, Carl Sagan laid it all out way back in the Cosmos days about how it's nearly mathematically impossible that there isn't some kind of advanced alien life. But we do know that if they have the technology to get here from wherever they came from,
that's our ass. They
can obliterate us. We better hope they're patient and forgiving.
Yeah, and hopefully, talking about Carl Sagan and Cosmos, which was the basis for the movie Contact.
Yeah,
you could and I'm taking this from the movie. Hopefully, they'll think of us as like an anthill in a positive sense, where we're not all that important to them. I'm paraphrasing, as opposed to an anthill that they would just go ahead and step on because we're of no consequence. Look, I don't know if we will ever have, and I'm not asking for some intelligent race to land on the White House lawn. I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying that they would be humanoid in form. Our concept of life is very limited of what we know, because we always think from an earthbound perspective, carbon-based life forms. And when I was talking about the Fermi paradox is there could be other civilizations, but we're not passing each other in the timeline in the larger course of history at the same time. If there was a civilization which was beyond our reach, which existed, let's say 3,000 years ago or 3 million years ago, doesn't mean that we're going to cross in the sense of their technology and our technology. We may not come to the point where we could contact each other at the same point in time. And to Mark's point, if we're contacting anyone, or if anyone's coming to visit us, because we can't even get to Mars, they are vastly superior than us, vastly, in ways that we can't even comprehend.
I keep going back to the original day the Earth stood still, and I don't think we've really changed that much since the 50s when that came out. What did we do in that movie to Gort and Klaatu? We probably haven't earned the benefit of the doubt so much.
No, we're probably very unimpressive. And you think about our technology. We just got the ability to fly about 110 years ago. Okay. We haven't been in the whole technological revolution all that long.
We haven't even been pooping indoors that long.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
Any alien civilization that looks at us has got to think, oh, they're infants. They barely know what they're doing. They can barely feed themselves, and they're on the verge of wiping out their own planet like a bunch of morons.
Daily.
Yeah.
Daily. So I don't think anyone, and put it this way, I'm quite sure if there is an alien intelligent entity race, they're probably monitoring us. They're probably aware of us in ways that we can't even imagine. I'm probably sure that we've been visited. Now, where that is in our timeline of advanced civilization, or whether we're even considered advanced by comparison, who knows? But I always talk about this in a very serious way. It's like, yeah, it would be ridiculous to believe that we're the only ones in the vastness of the universe. Even if you don't believe in a supreme being, even if you don't believe in intelligent design, there's just no way. There's no way. If you think that it happened organically on Earth, why would it not happen organically somewhere else in this universe?
I've never really understood the logic behind intelligent design, because it seems to me like the argument is, since we don't understand absolutely everything right now, we throw out all our painstakingly accumulated knowledge and just chalk it up to supernatural stuff.
Well, I wouldn't say supernatural. Let me make the argument for intelligent design. I look at the complexity of life and how it is an organism which is actively involved in survival, repairing itself, and a level of self-awareness and in the sense of survival that says to me it is unlike anything else that we know of. What I mean by that is the intricacies of life, consciousness, the human body says to me, I don't believe it happened by mere accident. And there are levels to this. There are those who believe that we were created as in God, that there was an omniscient, omnipresent being. That's one level. And there are those who believe that there was intelligent design in the way that humans could create, artificial life forms where it's intelligent design and we were created with a purpose, but we're not omniscient. There's an argument that has been made that we were created, but it wasn't from an all-powerful, all-knowing being. There are different levels as far as the whole idea of creationism, which is not necessarily biblical, which is not necessarily supreme being.
Yeah, but you're familiar with the old Arthur C. Clarke quote that anything that looks sufficiently advanced that we don't understand can seem like magic. I think that's kind of what we're doing when we make these arguments.
Well, no, but if we're sufficiently advanced, think about what we're doing with just AI and robotics in the past 20 years. What might that look like in 1,000 years, assuming we haven't destroyed ourselves at that point?
In 1,000, we couldn't even predict. We couldn't even predict a century from now.
But that's my point. I'm saying, so imagine a civilization with a similar evolutionary path as humans and mastery of technology, what it might be able to do if they just advanced as humans did, but had an advanced civilization lifespan of, let's say, 20,000 years, as opposed to our only maybe 200 years since the Industrial Revolution.
Well, I think what we all better hope is that if there is another situation or another civilization monitoring us, it's like Gary 7 in that old Star Trek episode where he's going to intervene before we wipe ourselves out.
I actually think, using Star Trek, John Delancey, who played Q in Star Trek, he had a conversation with Picard. He was saying, like, look, in about 52 centuries, the human race will evolve past the level of Q. And I understood that because who knows where we might be in 5,200 years, assuming we ascend at the same trajectory. I'm amazed at what humans have been able to do in the past 40 years, thanks to computers, just computers. And I think that has exponentially increased the rate of advancement.
Do you think Tilly Norwood is the apex of our civilization?
Not at all, but it's indicative of ways we can't even conceive of where our civilization is going, in the way that we are determined to replace ourselves on every single level, visually, theoretically, cognitively. Who knows where we might be? I just give you a round number. If our civilization should exist in 10,000 years, there's no telling what we might be capable of in 10,000 years. And we, to the Arthur C. Clarke reference, who knows what we might create?
We're going to have such cool bidets in 10,000 years.
Yeah, we won't need one in 10,000
No, you
years.
and Tawala and all your GI issues, you're going to be set.
I won't have a GI issue in 10,000 years, I'm sure. Right. Now, and I'm not going to be one of those who's going to live in a cryo chamber until they come back and figure out how to cure whatever disease I died of, or cure old age and find the fountain of youth.
Well, the Mo and Tawala clones made from your remains will have the best B-days.
God willing. From your lips to God's ears.
So.
Yes, I'm a creationist. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
KFI and KOST HD2, Los Angeles, Orange County. More stimulus.